Within that period, you get numerous documents. You're going to get your natural hazard zone disclosure, a transfer disclosure statement, and seller property questionnaire filled out by the seller, telling you everything they know about the property, defects, and improvements. I've been selling real estate since 1999, and I take pride in showcasing the coolest things about where we live. Welcome to What's Jerry Doing Here, your place for real estate, community, and life in the Lake Elsinore Valley. Today we're going to talk about the two negotiations that go along with a real estate home purchase. The first one up front that everyone's familiar with is the price and escrow length. Today we're going to base it on a 30-day escrow and the price you're going to discuss with your client when you identify the correct property for them by pulling comparables and having discussions regarding upgrades, etc. Once that's negotiated with the seller and you've come to an agreement, you're going to have your 17-day inspection period. Within that period, you get numerous documents. You're going to get your natural hazard zone disclosure, a transfer disclosure statement, and seller property questionnaire filled out by the seller, telling you everything they know about the property, defects, and improvements. As well as you have an option to get a home inspection, which is highly recommended. Everyone should get a home inspection from a professional home inspector, and they will go through the property with a fine-tooth comb and check everything from foundation to the roof, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, etc. Upon all of that information, you'll have a discussion again with your buyer's agent and do your second negotiation, which is called the repair request. And within that repair request, you can kind of approach it three different ways. You can ask the seller to take care of all of the items that you want to be repaired prior to closing. You can ask for them to leave a credit in escrow for a dollar amount for you to fix those items after closing. And additionally, you can also submit for some items to be left on the property if you see anything particular that you really love about the property, some patio furniture or the dining room table that fits just perfectly in that room in the home. So then you would negotiate your second negotiation. And after that, you would remove your contingencies consecutively within that 17-day period. Secondly, I want to talk about the buyer-broker agreement, commonly known as the BRBC. You're going to be required to sign this prior to viewing properties with agents nowadays. Since August 17th last year, silly lawsuit went into effect stemming from Missouri, but we all have to abide by it now. However, page 2 of the residential purchase agreement, which is the document you're going to fill out when you make your offer, states that the seller will pay that buyer-broker agreement for you. So there's no fear in entering escrow. You're never going to enter into a contract where you do not know the seller has not agreed to pay that for you. And we will fight for that for you and negotiate. That's what we do. Anyway, that's basically it for those two contracts. Have a wonderful day. I've been selling real estate since 1999, and I take pride in showcasing the coolest things about where we live. Welcome to What's Jerry Doing Here, your place for real estate, community, and life in the Lake Elsinore Valley.